Thanks for tuning in to Let's Talk About It Media 21. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And please turn on the notification bell. That way, every time I upload a video, you'll be the first one to see it. Let's get into it. What we're going to talk about, we talk about celebrity news, celebrity gossip, what's going on IG and Google, fair use, copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All comments are alleged in our opinion and for entertainment purposes only. And don't forget, the Cash App is Let's Talk About It Media. And thank you for your love and support.
So don't forget to like, to comment, and also subscribe. So let's get into it. I'm not going to play any other clips. I don't want to get flagged because there's a lot of clips. You can visually see what's going on. Okay, Real Housewives of Atlanta. Marlo is going in for Kandi. She's talking about her mothering skills. She's talking about how Marlo said she needed a break, how Marlo allegedly told the boys to remove themselves from Marlo home. Everybody kind of went in on Marlo. It's like, how could you? Their mom is already going through a lot. Why would you do that? Now, things are fine between Marlo and her nephews. But in regards to Kandi, Marlo is going in, and so is Sheree. So on this clip, it's basically talking about Marlo Hampton is talking about how Kandi allegedly is not with her kids 24/7. 7 days a week. That's what she's saying, allegedly. Now, if that's true, Kandi will probably say, I'm extremely busy, I'm chasing the bag, blah, 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 blah. And that's kind of what Marlo has said. Kandi's too focused on chasing the bag. She's not as motherly as you think. Her kids are not with her 24/7. Marlo says she felt that her nephews are with her way more than Kandi. And I'm sure Kandi's going to be like, I have more jobs, I have more opportunities than Marlo, so yes, I'm going to be extremely busy. And then remember how Kandi's daughter said you don't need to have no more kids because you're so busy. So whether true or false, I don't know, but Marlo's going in on I'm going to talk about Kandi because Kandi normally doesn't allow people to talk about her. So let's get to some of the other clips because it's interesting. And you know how I don't normally cover housewife stuff, but this is interesting because Marlo's talking about the relationship between Kandi, her children. Marlo's talking about Kandi, period. Any interview, she's going in constantly. Now, in regards to this interview, Sheree and Marlo are going in regards to Kandi. One stating how what Kandi said in regards to the intro. Two, in regards to Kandi stating that she wanted to allegedly get at Marlo. And at this point, she's saying, it's an altercation situation, but I can't play it. But Marlo was like almost clenching her pearls because what Kandi said. And I wanted to play that one clip of what Kandi said, but I don't want to get flagged. But what Marlo and Sheree are basically saying is if we have to put our lives out there, Kandi has to put her good, bad, ugly, or indifferent out there too. Kandi only wants to talk about the project she has going on, the good stuff that's going on with the restaurant. She never wanted to talk about the not so good stuff. So everybody's kind of like, you can't do that no more. We're going to speak up and we're going to put it out there. So I get why Sheree and Marlo are doing it, because she basically says that they're tired of her. Right now because I can't choke your ass, bitch. They're basically saying they're tired of Kandi feeling like I'm the oldest housewife. And then people are like, yeah, you make Bravo a lot of money. That's why they keep giving you shows and the shows aren't doing well. So the other thing, remember how people were saying, why is it in regards to the Queens of R&B, everything was like focused on Latasha? Why wasn't it focused on all of them and their situationships? You know what I'm saying? They were basically focused on Latasha and Tamika. And it's funny how Kandi came unscathed, Tiny came unscathed. Now we've heard what we heard about Kandi. And then, like, after the show was over, Kandi was talking about she was having threesomes. It's like, you're a mom and you have children. Why would you say that? Why would you not keep that to yourself? But I think that it was going to come out anyways, and that's probably why Kandi got ahead of it and said it. So let's go to the next clip, because the ladies are basically talking about here in regards to if we're expected to tell all our good, bad, ugly, and different, Kandi has to do that too. She can't just tell us the good. I'm going on this show. I'm doing this. I'm the first on this. They said Bravo has let her get away with it far too long, and we're going to, as much as we have to give, Kandi has to give. So that's so interesting, y'all. So same in regards to here, Marlo is talking about uh you never see her with her kids 24/7. She is a whole basically saying, and people have said that before, that Todd is expected to help, assist, and raise the children while Candy's chasing the bag. Now, this is the other thing that I'm going to talk about. Kandi just recently did a KFC commercial. Candy's getting talked about that KFC commercial because it's almost like the son is waving chicken in front of her face, and it's like he's trying to hypnotize her with chicken. Everybody was like, "This ain't it, sis. Why couldn't you show the positive side of a mother and a child spending quality time?" She wanted a reaction and she got a reaction, and many pages are calling Kandi out for the KFC ad. In regards to waving it in the face, it gets her every time. It's like, why would you want to be hypnotized by your child? People were like, this is as weird as it gets. They're saying back in the day, 3, 4, 5 years ago, people would say Candy's boring. Candy's boring. How is she getting all these shows? Candy's boring. Now, mind you, this is around the time when she had her show and restaurant, the OLG, whatever that show was called. This was around that time, and it got canceled about 4 or 5 months ago. They didn't reinstate it. So then they had the SWV, Queens of R&B. So many people are calling out. This is the other thing. When that situationship, and that's the other thing that the girls are talking about, when you go when you go to her restaurant, you don't know what you're going to get. And I have to be general because of what she said. And it's like many people have said, I have friends in Atlanta. They were saying sometimes the business doesn't seem that busy on certain days, but they said, okay, it could be kind of understanding. Maybe on weekends it's busy and I'm not out that way, but here nor there, people are talking about Atlanta, her Atlanta restaurants, sometimes busy, sometimes not. Okay, so this is the basic same thing in regards to initially, ladies didn't think Nene. Okay, so this is her talking about Nene. They didn't think that Marlo and Nene would get along. And she said that she was sent to be Fraser's friend. But then she clicked with Nene and it was on and popping from there. Now she said they've had situationships where they haven't always got along, but she said Nene, they clicked and they didn't think that was gonna happen because they're two strong minded women. Okay, so now let's go to this and then I'll probably go back. There's alleged College Hill is coming out. Amber Rose, Ray J's on there. It's saying Tiffany, New York. Let's see, There's a bunch of different people. Jocelyn Hernandez and Ray J. Ray J's going back on College Hill. Now, people keep asking, why isn't Ray J alleged not going through with the case in regards to the K's and the J's? Because many people are saying if Black China can file a lawsuit against the K's and the J's, why isn't Ray J able to file the lawsuit? Now, mind you, Ray J may be satisfied what happened in regards to the K's and the J's as long as he got that out. Now, what are we talking about? The tape. Whether there was a tape or not a tape, Ray J had the documents. Ray J had the signatures. Ray J said him and Kim worked on this the whole time. It was meant to allegedly make him look bad. And then allegedly, remember how there was money that alleged card was used from Mrs. Norwood. They were supposed to buy one outfit for Brandy, and allegedly other money was spent, and allegedly some of that money was spent for the Dash store. And allegedly not only one person shared that card, but several. Allegedly, allegedly, allegedly. And then Ray J mentioned, I'm talking about it tonight, Chris. I'm talking about it tonight, Kim. You guys made me look bad on that show. And I'm wondering if that's the other reason. I'm surprised Hulu didn't also, because Ray J actually could have did something in regards to the K's and the J and in regards to Hulu. But then it almost made Hulu look bad because this is a secret that's been kept for 25 plus years. Also, it's being alleged Kim and Ray J still getting paid from that tape. So let's go to the next situation ship. Okay. So right now, Kenya and Sheree share the teasers, and they're talking about their sayings. And Kenya's basically talking about some of her famous sayings, and many people that have said that. And then Sheree's kind of listening. And then Sheree's basically like, okay, who's going to check me, boo? Y'all know I really don't do the reality shows because I feel like they're like, be quiet and dance, do what you got to do for a bag. I feel like these producers love to embarrass people. I feel like, allegedly, I feel like Bravo loves to look for stuff, broken relationships, happy, sad marriages, lying and cheating marriages, anybody that has alleged concerns with law in regards to if there's any concerns with raising the child, parenting issues. Bravo has a formula in regards to if they want you on or not. Now let's look at who is getting divorced. It's being reported that Kenya's still going through a divorce. It's being reported Eva is now going through divorce from her soon to be ex. It's being reported that Drew Sidora is going through a divorce. And then of course Portia dated Dennis and now not with Dennis, and she's with that older gentleman, and alleged Fallon was married. Fallon was married, and then Portia decided to take that on. Now, I'm still surprised that Bravo allowed Portia to go on Ultimate Girls Trip. Every season, I always watch Ultimate Girls Trip, but now that Portia's on there, not watching it, I see different clips, I'm not here for it, because I don't think that it was okay for Portia to date someone else's husband, get into their DMs, and then in regards to her show, Portia Family Matters, she was having altercations, throwing stuff. Some people got hit on the show. I just think Bravo needed to do better. And let's see, is there anything else? Okay, so of course, Kenya's talking about the show, her different sayings. So let me know in the comments how you feel about the ladies going on a press tour. Because last year, remember how they were saying Kandi seems like she's the only one that's able to go on a press tour and the other young ladies were not. So now it seems like Kenya's going on a press tour. She's able to speak up. It looks like Sheree's on a press tour. She's able to speak up. And Marlo's able to speak up. Last year, it wasn't like that. So that's everything. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for supporting the channel.